Hi folks, how are you? I'm back. Took myself a little break. Now it's time to draw again. We're going to go down here to Pattern Focus to find today's pattern. And today's pattern is going to be called Dark Drops. Ooh, interesting. Oh, excuse me. Dark Drops by Nicholas Zugner. Gotta get it right. Nicholas Zugner. We don't get a lot of male pattern designers, so this is cool. So the first shape we're going to make is a teardrop, and so we're going to do 2 teardrops. It looks like we're going to do one this way and then one this way, and then we're going to do that same thing again, this way and then this way, and then we're going to do that same shape again, this way and that way. Okay, so for me, I actually see the step out differently. That's interesting. I see it differently. Okay, so if I were to see this shape and figure out how to draw it, I would actually draw these rice shapes first, and then I would draw this. So I find that fascinating, how we each come up with a different way to draw a pattern. Now I will try drawing it this way, and then I'll try drawing it the way I see it in my head and see which way is easier for me. And then inside each of these drops, we're going to continue to echo that shape. And the same here again. On the outside, we're going to do another all the way around. You don't really need the arrows. As far as I'm concerned, you don't need the arrows. And then on the inside here, we're going to do this, so that it actually looks like a target behind. Don't know if that was the plan, but apparently it is, because then you're going to fill in here and here and up here so that it all looks like that. I really like it large. I find that in large, this large one here, you really get that drop shape, which is awesome. Perhaps that's how I'm going to draw it. I really, really like this. Okay, well, we're just going to give this a go. And see what happens. Find myself a piece of paper to draw on, reach up in my box and grab whatever comes out. Oh, it's gonna be tan tile today. Okay, turn on my light. I'm gonna give myself a little border. Something like that. Probably won't keep it, but we'll see what happens. And do I want to start drawing it small and then draw it bigger? I want just one big one. I don't know. I really like that big one. I think I'm just gonna have one big one, kind of little off center. Right here. I'm just gonna draw a big drop and see what happens. So it's teardrop like that. And then it's supposed to be teardrop like this. And then we're supposed to do it the other way. It's supposed to be teardrop like this and teardrop like that. And then I'm not doing this right. I can tell you that right now. Something's not quite right. See what I mean about I would have drawn it differently? Because I immediately had problems with the shape. It's not, it kind of has those rice shapes, but they're not equidistant. They're not in a cross. Those two line up pretty well, but these two are not even close. They're like a V. I mean, it's okay. It's just not the same. So we're going to just try. I'm just going to go for it here. And just do these echoes like that. You can hear it's trash day. That's always a good thing to have the trash picked up. We are generating so much trash with the construction. It's crazy. We're almost done. We're getting closer. We have half the patio laid. Pavers arrived like they should, and everything was good, and we started on the pavers. So I'm happy with that. I go one more time around here. That feels like not quite circular enough. Try from there and see. Like that. And then I'll color it in, but I'm going to color it in last. And I think I'm going to put one more, but I think I'm going to draw it the way I see it to see if I get a more consistent sort of a look. And what I actually see is I see this rice shape. I get too close to the edge for my particular taste, but and then that creates that, and this creates that. And this creates that rice. That creates that shape, and this creates this shape. Something like that. We're going to work on it that way and see what happens. One's more consistent. That's a more consistent shape. This one's really quite funky. That one went rogue. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And because this is a more consistent shape, these target-like shapes in the background are more consistent too. Okay, now I'm just going to color it in. Let me get my bigger pen. And it shows the one in the background. Oops, that's my brush pen. That wasn't what I intended. Although the brush pen would probably work. Let me just use it. Why not? The one in the back is solid. Yeah, this brush pen is not. The fibers of the tip have splayed, so it gives me an unexpected result. I'd be fine with it if I was just drawing, but that's not gonna give me the result I want for coloring in, so that's fine. Okay, and then oh, I missed an aura. And then you're supposed to do this last aura here. I didn't do it on that one. It's just gonna be what it is. So what was I saying? Oh yes, we got our patio pavers arrived and we started putting them in, and they look awesome. We got a lot done. We've got some awesome friends. They're just beyond helpful. And then we got the driveway guys finished getting the driveway graded. Today they are laying the rebar, and tomorrow the driveway will get poured with the cement. So that's exciting. And then we've ordered the fence pieces. I believe tomorrow I have to go shopping for artificial turf. What else? Oh yes, the delivery has been scheduled for 2 weeks from now, when the driveway cement is cured. And I think that's it. That's it for this week's news, anyway. Things are actually moving along pretty well. It's just, I am tired of living in a construction zone. I really am. I could be done. Anytime now, I could be done. It's like everything is dirty. Even right after we sweep and mop, as soon as you walk outside, you come back in and you've got mud all over your shoes, and it's just, nothing stays clean. I do like that. I'm actually happy with it, even though it's really kind of funky. I understand from my friends that Dancing with the Stars has started again. I have not watched any of them this season because they started so much later. Usually, I I really only watched 2 shows. I watched The Voice and I watched Dancing with the Stars. And I was really interested in The Voice this time because one of the contestants, Alexa Capelli, she is not one of my church members, but she's a member of a church that rents our facility. So it's almost like she's a hometown girl. I mean, she's at my church a lot. I just don't know her. So I was excited to watch that. She is no longer on the show, so she's not going to win The Voice, but it was fun watching her journey, and I really do like that show, so I'm going to continue to watch that. But usually The Voice and Dancing with the Stars, their seasons are pretty much exactly the same, which is why I've always watched online. Well, besides the fact that I work at night, and so I don't not usually home when the event is on anyway to watch it live, but sorry, coloring. My brain kind of turned itself off. What was I saying? Oh, but usually, you know, would have to make a choice anyways as to which one I was going to watch on the internet afterwards, because they were both on the same day at the same time, different stations. And so I've always watched one of them online and one of them live, or both of them online, for that reason. But this year, the Dancing with the Stars did not start at the same time The Voice did. We've been watching The Voice for quite some time now, and I guess Dancing with the Stars started, but I hadn't thought about it because they started at a weird time, so I don't know how that's going to work out for them. That's cool. It needs something else as a tile, as a composition, but I really like what's happening here. I think I'm going to add something in the background that's very maybe light and airy, or structured. Maybe I should do something structured. Let me get rid of this border because it's not following anything anyway. Oh, I know what I could do. Okay, I'm going to erase this, but I am going to put a border back. But that one wasn't very good. I want to do this. Okay, let's see. Oh, what was that? Church office. Ugh. Okay. I'll deal with that in a minute. What do you think? That's kind of cool. I like it. Okay. And that's going to live this way. And then I'm going to put a little shading here. All around this whole shape, maybe. Oops. Oops. Got a little carried away. To there. Okay, and then this goes overlapping this one, like that, and this goes overlapping this one, like that, and here, those are going to get nice and dark. Here, and here, to start. That's my starting point. Oops, too far in with my shading again. Love these kneaded erasers because you can make them whatever shape you want. I go right into that little point where I need to erase that spot, and boom. Fixed. Easy peasy. You want to make sure when you're doing your blending that you're not squashing down the fibers of your paper. Don't push so hard that your pencil gets like shiny. If your paper looks shiny, you've pushed too hard. You've flattened out all the fibers of the paper. Really don't want to do that. You want to get the graphite moved around, but you don't want to squash the fibers. No need to be harsh with your page. Okay. So far so good. And then I want it to be dark. I want that to be dark. I'm gonna use my bigger one. And then I want to just bring, not adding any more pencil, I'm just bringing that up. And then this side's going to have and I want a little bit of white. The light's going to bounce on that side right there. How awesome is that? And just a little bit. I need a little bit of highlight right there. That's not where light normally would be, but I feel like that's where it wants to be. So that's where it's going to be. Because the nice thing about this abstract type of art form is that the lights and the shadows don't have to follow convention. They can, but they don't have to. So if you have an unusual shadow placement, it's okay. And I'm just going to do this where my highlights are. Just right along there. I actually may get out my gel pen and do an extra little dot of highlight on that spot. I think I will. Something like that. And anything else that needs to be highlighted or shaded? Something like this. Okay. What else feels like it needs something? This actually feels like it needs something, but I'm not sure I want graphite. Maybe. Okay, I'll just put a little bit. I don't want to overdo. Just soften that a little teeny tiny bit. Barely touching it. There we go. Just kind of push that to the background. Just a smidge. A smidge. I'm good with that. And then I want my gel pen or some sort. I want to put just a little drop of highlight right there. Just like that. Teeny tiny. Almost not noticeable, but I like that. I really like this. So even though it didn't follow the step out very well, I like the look of this because it's really super organic, and that's sort of my alley. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching me draw this. I hope you give it a go, and you know what? If you want it to look more structured, I would draw it the way I drew this one, and draw the rice shapes first. Or if you don't draw the rice shapes exactly, maybe put this in pencil so that when you do your drop shape, you have sort of a guideline of where that middle part needs to be in order for it to be a little more structured. I'm good with this, but it doesn't follow the step out. I mean, I drew it following the step out, but it doesn't follow very well because of how completely way off I was with this shape. This initial shape, I was way off with the bend, so they don't line up. So I think if you put like a pencil cross or something in order to keep yourself from getting too far wrapped around, you'd probably be good with it. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed today's daily drawing, and come back tomorrow. I will see you later. Do something nice for someone today, okay? And I'll be back. It is now almost noon, and I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to go take myself some lunch. Make sure my battery stays charged, not like the other day. And I'll be back. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.